That is excitement. That probably gave him a thrill as well.
This will be a fun victory lane because he is a very, very excitable guy.
He is. He's a great speaker as well, and he was pretty amped up on Friday night.
I don't know if we got a delay button on this show,
Yeah.
but get ready, guys, because he's going to be jacked up when
We
he
don't
gets out
have
of the
to.
car.
It's pay-per-view. We're good to go, baby. Whatever he wants to throw at us is okay.
As Jason Leffler congratulates, I think, of course, he's the car owner of that Damian Gardner drive store. So.
All right, let's go down the mat with a very happy winner here.
Hugs all around in his 6th Chili Bowl appearance. Congratulations, you've taken home a crown jewel event.
Oh yeah, buddy. Got that thing, huh? Oh man, I tell you what, dude. I don't know what to say. I just got to thank all these guys. You know, Leffler for helping me put this deal together a while back, and you know, Leffler, he's a good friend of mine, and Pace Electronics, Pat Kehoe. I can't say enough about him. He brought me back here. Leffler hooked me up at this ride about 3 weeks ago, and it's his car hitter night that we beat him with. So, and we beat him last night with it. I'm just super pumped. I got to thank my crew chief, Daryl Saucer. He's going to be with us next year. I'm just looking to carry this on for the whole season. I think he's the piece we've been needing for the puzzle here at Pace Electronics Racing, and I'm just jacked. You know, I'm TMASE, all these guys, man. I don't know what to say. All my family and friends at home. This is it right here.
Well, what about the e-ticket ride down in 3 and 4, almost bicycle down?
Yeah, you know, it was getting slick to the curb, and it was getting real technical, and I made a mistake there early on that getting that restart, and I caught that lip getting in, and I just kept it real straight, and hopefully I was going to ride it out. And it landed, and next thing I know, I looked left, and Dave wasn't past me. So I just gassed it up and just worked hard on trying to hit my marks, and it just more it went on, you could see her making more mistakes. I'm not sure if everybody behind me was, but you know, it was just tough getting around at the end. I want to thank all the fans, all my crew, Jeff, Marty, all these guys that come help us. The East crew for Bobby's their crew for helping us out all weekend. All the Chili Bowl fans, this is a great event. Wasn't even going to be here this year, and you know, this is one of our biggest.
You weren't going to be here, and now you're taking home the Golden Driller. What's that mean?
Oh man, you know, I thought about it for a second today. Someone mentioned it to me, and they said, yeah, your name might get to be on that list out front there. And I thought, man, that would be cool. And you know, for about a couple seconds, 30 seconds, I thought about it. And then I thought, well, no, we ain't even close yet, so don't even plan on putting your name up with those guys. But I tell you what, it feels pretty good.
Damian Gardner's 2nd A-main appearance, and he takes home a crown jewel event, the Lucas Oil Chili Bowl Nationals. Rob?
Well, guys, coming home in 2nd spot, Double D, Dave Darlin. Your best finish coming into this event. 3rd, you upped it by 1 second. It looked like Damian was pretty quick, but you had a pretty good battle going on there between you and the throttle, Mr. Cottle, there for the last probably 20-some-odd laps or so.
Yeah, we was just a little too tight, especially early there. We just guessed we're a little bit wrong on the racetrack. You know, the last time they tore the track up, it went pretty slick. This time it stayed real heavy for most of the race, and then we started getting a little better towards the end. But yeah, we just set up a little too tight for the track conditions, and we just didn't guess quite right. You know, like I said earlier, that you know, when they tear the track up, you just don't know what you're going to get, and it came out a little heavier than what we thought.
Was it difficult trying to run down the leader, or more difficult trying to hold off, as Damian throws some water on us, more difficult trying to run down DG or trying to hold off Cottle?
Well, a little of both. I got, just before that last yellow flag, I was gaining just a little bit on Damian. I wasn't gaining on him enough, but you know, we was gaining on him a little bit, and you know, Cottle would show me a nose there for a while, but you know, once the bottom got so slick, you couldn't really hold it down there. Then I didn't have to worry about Cottle too much, except unless I screwed up, or you know, the bottom just wasn't good enough to pass somebody that was decent off the top. So anyway, I'd just like to say hi to Steve Lewis and everybody watching back home, and thanks for letting us come to the Chili Bowl.
Double D, Dave Darlin, guys, comes home in the 2nd spot. Let's go to Matt Yoakum with 3rd spot, and just to remind you, Matt, I picked Shane Cottle for the win.
Well, he did grab a podium finish, and by the way, I did pick Jason Leffler. I just didn't say the winning car owner. But Shane Cottle, describe your night.
Oh, you know, we had a good night. If we ever could have got past Darlin, you know, I think we had something for Damian, but you know, he was running a line that was really hard to pass, and he'd go in low and slide up high, and you know, just it's one of them things, you know, and we'll come back next year and see if we can get it next year.
How did the track change during the A-main?
Oh, the track, you know, was really fast early, and my car was so tight, you know, and it wasn't very good early, but the longer the race went on, the better it got. And you know, Daryl Socher, he had that thing hooked up, you know, perfect, and it's good to see my teammate win.
Congratulations, 3rd place tonight.
Thank you.
What a race, guys.
Well, you got to give props to Daryl Saucier, who's was the owner, crew chief there for first and third. Interesting to think about the USAC Sprint Car Series coming up this season, because he's going to be with Damian Gardner all the time, wrenching that pace sprint car. They could be formidable for sure.
Let's go back down to Rob.
Well, guys, sit down here in victory lane. Brian Clausen, a good run, man. You started 12th, finished up in the 4th spot. I guess welcome back to the dirt tracks.
Yeah, this is a big weekend for us, and just getting back on the dirt after such a long layoff to be able to come back and perform like we did was pretty awesome. I just can't say enough about this team. Keith Coons Motorsports and the whole Bullet Chassis team did an awesome job all weekend, and it was an honor to get to come here, and after being laid off so long off the dirt, and to be able to come back out here and get the opportunity with them and perform as well as he did was just awesome.
I know a lot of open wheel fans would like to know how often we're going to see Brian Clausen behind the wheel of a Midget Sprint Car this year, and will Mr. Ganassi, if he's watching, it's just between us. If he's not watching, you be able to run some more midgets on the dirt this year.
We're going to just try and fill in the schedule around the Busch and or the nationwide stuff, and kind of try and fill in as much as we can and be on the racetrack. But Chip and Lauren, if you're out there watching, please let me do at least a few midget races. This stuff's a lot of fun. This is like being back home, and just can't say enough about how much fun I had this weekend, and really looking forward to coming back next year and doing it again. I want to say hi to everybody out there watching. I got a lot of people back in North Carolina, all the test teams and Busch teams and everybody back there is watching, and a lot of family and friends back home, so I just want to say hi to them.
Well, a good run for the youngster Brian Clausen, comes home in 4th. Let's go back to the booth, guys.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at the final results here for the 22nd running of the Lucas Oil Chili Bowl. And Damian Gardner, obviously your winner, followed by Dave Darlin and Shane Cottle. Brian Clausen, a great run, and John Stanbro, everybody putting on a great run. How about Kevin Swindell, Dave?
Absolutely, Ken. 15th to 6th, and you got to give props to Nathan High. Started dead last, 24th to 10th, on a track that was difficult to pass on.
Levi Jones had his fair share of problems down in there. Jesse Hocking, Cole Witt, Josh Ford also starting on the pole. Unfortunately, some bad luck. And then, of course, Davey Ray. We'll look at the bottom of the field here, and these are guys, unfortunately, just couldn't stay out of trouble, except for Casey Kane, obviously, with a failure there of some sort along the way. As you can see the fans filing out of here. We really want to say thank you to everybody that's joined us here tonight live on pay-per-view. You've had a taste of the Chili Bowl, and there's nothing else like it, guys.
Hey, let's leave all this, the stage and everything all set up. Let's come back tomorrow night and do this again, because this is really, really good stuff right here.
You know what? If they brought another Golden Driller out, these guys would stay here. There's no question about it. Well, they've worked so hard here for the longest of times. We want to thank a lot of people that have helped us out all along the way. Special props, of course, to Lucas Oil and Lucas Oil Studios, New Wave Television Productions, my good buddy Mr. Stephen Grine, of course, all the guys inside of the truck that have helped us out and brought us such great pictures, and of course, everybody here from the Chili Bowl that has worked so hard to give us this spectacular event. It's 22 years in the making. We've had plenty of exciting action, no doubt. Well over 50 flips before it was all said and done. And tempers flared, no doubt about it. Smoke came back and was not able to do what? Well, quite frankly, nobody else has been able to do either, and that's win back-to-back events. Special props to Damian Gardner, your winner here for the 22nd annual Lucas Oil Chili Bowl. For Rob Klepper, Matt Yoakum, Dr. Pat Sullivan, Larry Rice, and Dave Argerbright, I'm Ken Stout. We want to thank you for joining us. We'll see you next year, 2008.